welcome to my channel. My name is Sandra. Today we're going to do a rainbow makeup eye look for Pride Month. Representing Pride Month, I'm going to show my support in that regard. We're going to do a rainbow eye makeup. The palettes I'm going to be using today, I think I'm going to do like a pastel look. So I'll show you which palettes I will use, and then I'll tell you the plan. Okay, so just in case, I am going to bring out my Oden's Eye Somane 2, but the two main palettes I think I'm going to work with are the Oden's Eye Alva 2 palette. Okay, so I'll show you what that one looks like. I think I brought this out last week, right there. Okay, so I don't know about using the sparkles, but maybe, like, we'll see what that kind of like looks like. And then the Natasha Denona pastel palette. So I think, I'm pretty sure, I think between these two palettes, I think I can work out some kind of rainbow look. And it doesn't have to be like exactly rainbow. Like, I don't see a bright enough yellow. And I do have other yellows and other palettes, but like, well, I'm mostly like, I really like the purples. I could do like, there's like green, there's definitely blue, there's purple. Well, there's like aqua too, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room on my eye for all of the colors. So I think like orange, I can do like this really bright yellow in the inner corner, and then orange, and then pink. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do the face first because it is a rainbow palette. I'm going to do the eyes first. So I'm going to layer on a substantial amount of eyeshadow primer. This is the Sigma eyeshadow base primer in the shade Ignite. I double checked on the website. They actually are still selling these. So if you guys are interested, they do still have them available. So like I said, I don't have any primer on yet. I will add that to my face after. So I'm going to add my moisturizer, all of that stuff. But my lids, I want them to be dry, but a little bit tacky. So that's why I'm going straight in with the eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to blend that out with a brush, with like a concealer brush. Blend it out. And normally when I'm going into the normal makeup look, I do not use this much primer, you guys. Like, I usually think people overdo it on primer, and I feel like I'm overdoing it right now. But you can see, like, once I blended this out, it's like this really beautiful like palette that I get to work with. And the lighter it is, it's almost like the same concept. I know I've spoken on this before. When you're doing your nails, a lot of times people will put like white polish down, and then you put the color of choice, and then the color just stands out so much better rather than over your natural nail color. So kind of the same concept here. So you put, I mean, ideally, like, it does serve a couple of purposes. The first one is that the eyeshadow stays all night. It doesn't run all over your eye like you might have had problems with in the past. And it shows up brighter and better. And in this case, because I'm using a lot of pastel colors, I want them to stick. So I'm going to focus on the top lash line first. I'm going to go in with this really bright green in the inner corner on the upper lid. So I'm going to have to pick out different brushes too, because so I'll probably use front and back. So this one is not sparkly. It is just like this really bright, vibrant green. So going on the lid, and I'm kind of like overshooting the bounds a little bit because I want to blend in the next colors. So I'll show you what I mean by that. And we'll blend up on the, like, into the crease area too. I'm almost wondering if I should do pink in the crease. A lot of times I choose pink as a neutral base color. Okay, so that one went kind of into the inner corner, but we're going to cover that up with yellow after. Said I wasn't going to use yellow, but you know what? It's gonna go there anyway. Okay, so as you can see, so we've got that bright green. Maybe I'll take a pencil brush now and just go into the yellow. So that color was called Zest from the Natasha Denona palette, and the lemon is Limoncello right here. So this one does have a bit of shimmer to it, and this one's going to go in the the inner corner, but it's going to be kind of going along the bottom with the pretty orange and pink and potentially like peach or red or something if I can find one. So we don't want to touch that anymore because we're going to add concealer there later on. So next I do have, yeah, I could actually add sparkle to that. This is really pretty. That one there, that's in the Alva palette. Let's see here. Maybe put that on top. See, it pays. I'm getting a lot of fallout right now. It's a little sparkly. It pays to not do your makeup beforehand. So what my plan here is, I'm going to do the eyes, and to save time, I'm just going to go off camera and do my face, and then we'll come back and show you the finished look. I think that's going to save me a lot of time because, you know, as per usual, we're running short on time. Okay, so the next color would technically be teal. I just don't know if I have enough eye valuable real estate, because we would do teal, blue, and then purple on the outer corner. If we do, we're going to have to be like really, it won't be a lot of colors here. So I'm going to put them all on the lid and then we'll blend. So I'm going to use the other side of that brush I was using and go into Forest Dream, which is this darker teal color. It's going to clash because it's so dark, but I will show you guys. Oh, unless of course it doesn't blend that well. You know, there's always that. So I'm doing a stripe. And I'm going to go into the Natasha Denona and pick up a little bit of Adriatic. It's a more of a pastel aqua shade. So I haven't done this in a really long time. I think the last time I did this type of rainbow look, it was maybe over 2 years ago. So then I'm going to go into the blue. I've got Airy from the Natasha Denona, and I've got these two, actually 3 of them here. Let's go into Sapphire in the Alva palette, only because I haven't really used this palette that much. Switching brushes now. Sapphire, and we might dip into a little bit of Blue Bubble, which is more of a lighter color and it's more sparkly. I don't want it to get too dark. This might not be the best brush to use here. No, maybe not. Just gonna push it on and see. You can see all the fallout on my cheek here. That's what makeup wipes are for. That one did not go on that well. I'm gonna try a different brush here. Setting spray might potentially help, so I'm gonna try some of that. There we go. That really helps to pick up that color. So that's something that I used to do a lot. Was I would use setting spray to definitely make the colors on my lids pop. I'm going to go back into the teal as well and do the same thing. Might not even have to blend them that much, to be honest. I just kind of go back and forth when I'm blending anyway. So it's like I kind of switch back and forth between the 2 brushes. Okay, and then the next color, of course, is purple. So I'm going to use the other side of the blue brush, spray again, and then the colors here, I think I have to dip into the Somane too, because this one has the best purple. This one and this one here. So yeah, I knew I'd eventually find some good colors here. And I think that's what I did before. So I would wrap purple around the outer corner, come down in with pink, and then orange, and then have yellow at the bottom. So we're going to leave that to dry. If we have to come back and touch that up, we might have to. I'm wondering if I should spray my eye now while I have a chance to do that. Just going to put this blue in there. Make sure the blue doesn't get lost in translation. It's almost like you got to go back and forth and just pick up a little bit more of that color. Go back in with the green. I think that looks pretty. Okay, so I'm going to wipe out the underneath the eye here. And then what we're going to do is go off camera. I'm going to get the rest of the face done ASAP here, and then we'll come back and finish off the eyes. We'll return in just a minute. Okay, guys. So I just returned from completing the rest of my makeup. I tried to be as quick as I possibly could. I just realized I do want to do liner, so I'm going to go and do that quick. So my hair looks ridiculous right now because I've had it up all day and I've been busy with the kids. I've also got gloopies on my lips. All of the makeup that I use will be listed down below. The one product that I don't use often, where did I put it? The lip gloss was, I believe the shade was Celeste by Buxom Plumping Full On Lip Polish. So that's one product that I decided to use today that I don't normally use. So I'm going to go do my liner, and then we're going to come back and finish up the lower lash line. Then we'll do like black liner on the upper lash line, mascara, lashes, the works, and then we'll come back and look at the finished product. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, so eyes are lined. The shadow actually held up pretty good. I don't know if I want to go in and ruin it with anything. So what I'm going to do instead is take a clean brush and just blend out the shadows. So as soon as I was done with my shadow, I did actually go in and set with setting spray. And so this will still blend if you work on it. It's not going to like all blend together in a big mess, which is what I love. So I do that at the very end, and that was like setting spray a while ago, so that was nice. But I'm going to take the purple brush now, and we're going to work our way. I'm going to re-wet my brush, actually. I'm running out of setting spray. I ran out of my Caudalie Beauty Elixir. That's toast. And my setting spray is toast. I need a new one. Okay, I do have backups, I just can't find them. So I'm going to go into my MAC Fix Plus. This is Stay Over. So I'm going to spray my purple brush again. It's really wet, so I'm going to go back into that purple, and that one was from the Somane 2 palette. Okay, and really get into the purple there and just kind of glop it. What a word to use in makeup. Glop it on the bottom corner, so it's going to blend in with that purple on the top. And I'm not trying to blend this into the liner, so I want it to like be standalone. But I want that purple to really show up because purple's my favorite color and I love it. I'm gonna have to fix this after, but we'll fix it, we'll blend it out after. So then next we'll go into pink. I'm gonna take another, this is like a large pencil brush, take my setting spray, and then the pinks that we have to work with, I'm thinking back to the Natasha and Denona palette. So I'm looking at Tulle. I'm going to mix Dainty and Tulle together because Tulle looks like it's a matte and Dainty is pink. Okay, this is completely pink. It's fine. Okay, and I'm just going to blend it so it kind of goes into the inner corner. And then we're going to top that with the orange color. I'm going to go into another small brush here. And I'm going to go back to, oh, I've got a couple of oranges here. Orange Bonbon in the Alva 2 palette. It's really bright. So I'm going to mix it. Let's see if I can show you guys here. Mix it with the sparkly one called Crystal. So Orange Bonbon here with Crystal. It's going to be a little bit more of a shimmery color, but it'll still be orange. So then push that into the pink, hitting into the inner corner here. And we're not going to touch this up. I will spray it after, but I don't need to like worry too much about this. Okay, and then the very last little bit, I'm going to take another brush again, if I can find one that is not dirty. Ugh, maybe not. Okay, I'm going to clean off this brush. Hold on. I'm going to use my Sigma switch, clean off the orange, because I don't think I need that again, and go into Limoncello, which is what I talked about in the Natasha Denona pastel palette, and pop this on the bottom inner corner. Okay, and I don't think I need to blend that out, except I'm going to take a clean brush and just kind of deal with the purple in the outer corner. Kind of looks a little choppy here, and that could be from the switch in the setting sprays I did there at the end. So I'm just going to go back into that brush, touch it up quickly. And then also go back into the pink, because I feel like it kind of disappeared a little bit on me. Okay, so I think that's good. My eyes be looking a little crazy here. So I'm going to take a clean brush, just wipe away any fallout that might have occurred. I'm going to spray my eyes once again. I'm going to need a different one than this though. So I will be taking my Cala Surf Proof. Take my little trusty fan. Okay, so now is the time I'm going to go offline, line the upper lash line, do mascara and lashes, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what that looks like, and I think then we'll call it a day. Lips are done. I'm going really nude with lips, really natural, just because we're doing so much with the eyes right now. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're all done. Lashes went on particularly well, so I'm really happy with that. I think that's it. I think I'm just going to add a little bit of inner corner highlight. So even though I did do the yellow, it's just, I don't know, I always love adding a little bit of inner corner highlight. Taking my Mary Lou by the Balm and just putting it literally on the inner corners. And we're also going to add a tad underneath the brow. These lashes are the same ones I wore last night, but I feel like they're like a little bit longer. I don't know, maybe it's just the way I put them on. I think that looks so pretty. Like, I love that blue. It's so pretty. All right, you guys, that's it for this makeup look. Let's see what it looks like with my hair down. To be fair, I have not brushed it. Please don't judge. Don't judge. Okay, there it is. Don't have any earrings in. My what I'm wearing isn't on right yet, but that's what it looks like. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. If you're new, please subscribe. Click on the bell button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah! You